everyone and welcome back. I am not coming on camera today purely because I look terrible. I've got breakouts everywhere and today's like my only day off. So I just thought, well, I've got, some spare time. I would film my makeup collection and where I store it and everything like that. So this desk is from Aldi. I actually had this one before and then ended up getting rid of it when I reorganized a lot of furniture. But my neighbour across the road moved house and put this out the front for free, so I took it. I put the contact on the drawers and the leafy contact on the top because this did have quite a bit of like coffee stains and things like that. But this is just the Aldi desk. I don't even know what it's called. I would like to actually condense my makeup down to the point where I don't even need any of this really. I would like that and then maybe some palettes and that'd be about it. But for the time being, while I'm still working through some things, this is what I've got. The mirror was from Kmart. I bought that years ago. Like I had this still when I lived with my parents. This was years ago. I don't know if they sell it anymore. I bought it on clearance and again put the leafy contact on it. Yeah, those drawers are like Hot Dollar Shop stuff. I've had those pink drawers since I was like 7. My makeup brush holder things are actually just stationery holders from Officeworks, but again, they're a few years old now, so you might not be able to find them. And that little round mirror up there is also just a Kmart one. So I've just moved in a bit closer and I'm going to take you through the top things. This is just my nails that I just put on and the glue. I don't know exactly where to put them yet, but again, these are just Kmart. Oh, the camera's not going to focus. There we go. These are just Kmart false nails. These were supposed to be square and they were very long, like they came out to at least here. So I did cut and trim them down quite a bit. This was literally my first time ever putting like glue on nails on, so I hope it works, but that's just the spare pieces that were left over. This is some perfume samples, smaller perfumes. That is my Beyonce, I don't know what it's called, Heat Orchid or something. They don't make them anymore. That's a perfume called Mont Blanc. I love that. That's my favorite. And then my makeup brushes are pretty much all Morphe, a couple of Real Techniques, and then every so often there's a couple of ones that are still from Wish, but pretty much all of my makeup brushes have been replaced with actual brands. Morphe was the biggest one that I bought. And then I do have a couple of sets of Real Techniques brushes. And I do have these e.l.f. the flat top powder brushes. This is still my favorite powder brush ever. I've got 2 of these. And I do still have my Sigma F80, although I don't really use brushes that much. For my foundation, I actually don't use foundation and face makeup in general so much anymore, but I still have them because, there are still times where I use them. On top of the, on top of my mirror, I have, these are just my larger palettes. I've got the Patricia Bright Makeup Revolution palette. I love this. Some of these palettes that I have, I am actually, like this one, going to ask my sisters if any of them wants them, because a lot of these palettes, I have like so many of these colors and things like that. I'm just not using it, but if my sister or my niece or anyone wants these, I'm going to ask a few people and donate some palettes. I'm not going to donate these to like Salvation Army or something because they have been used significantly, but yeah, some of these I'm going to see if I can donate. So it's the Patricia Bright palette. These ones I'm not going to donate, but Colourpop's Stone Cold Fox, I do apologise for how dirty these are, but the last few years these two have actually had quite a lot of use. That's the Bare Necessities one, which is a little bit warmer. And this is one of my favourite palettes ever, the Colourpop So Jaded. I dropped it years ago and the emerald color fell out of it. Other palette, I was surprised, and I just bought this once for the sake of, I don't know, something when I was collecting stuff. This is the Morphe, what is it, 35S Sweet Oasis palette, and believe it or not, I actually use this so often, the green colors as well. I went to a concert last year and my shirt was pretty much this color, and I did a whole dark makeup look with this. It was amazing. But all of this, even this like really gross pukey color, looks amazing on my eyes, and these pinks even look nice too. And then that's Katy Perry's, I don't know, that's Meow, and that is something else, I'm not entirely sure. Again, it was a gift. Most of my perfumes were gifts, but my little drawer set, this is also a Katy Perry perfume. This one's called Royal, I believe. My dad bought me that for Christmas last year. And then my other two perfumes that are on the side is Kiss by Rihanna and Crush by Rihanna. These are amazing. I don't even understand how there's like so much left, because I use these all the time so much. This Crush one is like the most perfect summer perfume, and this is like that nice like clean fragrance. If you hear any squeaking, I apologize. I've had to sit on one of my dining chairs, but the chairs squeak really bad. So this drawer set I've had since I was like 7, and I have kept so many different things over the years in these. This is what my makeup collection started in years ago. I've just put some Harry Potter stickers on them because I had a friend bring me a Harry Potter show bag back from the Easter show. And I put most of the stickers on my laptop, but I had these 3 left over and I just stuck them here because I'm never getting rid of these drawers. These can either be used for stationery or something in the kitchen, like, you know, these can be used whatever. I know you can buy these things all the time at like nearly every Hot Dollar shop, Kmart and that sort of thing, but this is like literally one of the only things left over from my childhood. It is so beat up. But when I was a kid, I used to have like hairpins, bobby pins, clips, and hair ties in them. And then as I grew up, it changed to all other things. But yeah, for now, I need to use it for some makeup because I have slightly too much to just keep in these 3 drawers. So this top drawer is lip balms. And then a lot of my lip glosses and stuff I just grab to wear when I'm like quickly heading out the door. My makeup style has changed significantly over the last few years, and I have also learned how to do my makeup to make it look nice without wearing any face products. So a lot of the time I'll do some eye makeup and then grab a lip gloss and just head on my way out. So most of this is all my little Fenty glosses. I've got this Colourpop one that I want to try and use up because the lid cracked. I might have to actually get rid of it because now that I'm feeling it, I think it's actually leaking, but these So Juicy ones are really cute. And now it's like spring and summer. I've got some tinted lip balms as well, which I wear. This Colourpop lip gloss, this is beautiful. I love this one. This one's called Berry Good. It was a part of the strawberry collection or something. But then, yeah, the rest of these are Fenty glosses. So I've got bunches of the little ones, and then a couple of big ones. This one, this color needs to be a full size. I would pay an arm and a leg to get this color in a full size. This is literally my favorite gloss ever. This is Fenty Beauty Taffy Tease, and it's only available like in the actual 4-pack of the little ones, and I am devastated. I try and use this as least as I can because this is, you can see there's a giant bubble in it. This is like my most used gloss. This needs to be a full size. I love it. It's my favorite. I wear it like special occasion sort of thing because it's so special to me. But then I've got a Gloss Bomb Heat, you know, this sort of thing. My lip balms are in here and I'll just change things around as I want to, but most of it is my Fenty glosses because I use them all the time, and the other ones are just whatever I swap and change, basically. This next drawer is my lip, what is this, my lip mask thing. I've got the mint one at my bedside table, vanilla one's in here. I just chucked that hand cream in there. The rest of this is my lip liners. The 3rd drawer down is one of my reusable makeup wipes. I just keep one in here. My pimple patches, I was actually looking for those. And then this is pretty much my eye bases and the few single eyeshadows that I have. And these are the 2 Maybelline highlighters. I don't use these as highlighters on my face anymore because I don't fake tan, and this pink one is too pink for me, and the gold one's too dark. But these are amazing as eyeshadows, so I do leave them in there. I've got this L'Oreal eyeshadow. This is amazing. This is like one of my favorite things ever. And then this Nutrimetics one, I'm pretty sure I stole this from my sister. And then my two Chi Chi baked eyeshadows. Honestly, I probably don't even need these anymore. This I will keep because I don't actually have something like this in the rest of my collection at all. And then the rest are just my bases. I've got these two OXX ones, which are Kmart brand. These are okay. They don't have a whole lot of pigment, but they're okay. And then the rest of my NYX Jumbo pencils. I've still got my old NYX Jumbo pencil in Yogurt, the one in colour Pure Gold, and I believe that one's called Iced Mocha. And the last drawer in here has just got my sponge, my eye primer, which is MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I refuse to use anything else. My eyebrow pomade, which is the OXX one. I love this. The clip and the microphone cover for my camera. And then pretty much the rest of this is just like my few eyeliners that I have. The mascara I've currently got open, which is the OXX Limitless. This is actually almost empty because I've been using it for a while, so I do have a backup. This is, again, the OXX. This is Kmart's brand. I like to try their things. I've tried several mascaras. That one I really like, and I tried two others that were terrible. Haven't tried this one yet, but I just took it out of the packaging. This little applicator thing, which is what you use to put false eyelashes on with. My brow gel, which is the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel. And the rest are just some eyeliners. So this drawer just has a lot of palettes in it. So these Makeup Revolution ones I love, but this is, again, ones I want to see if my sisters will take. So I might just leave them out. I've got my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, which is pretty much like my original first ever like eyeshadow palette, and I've been trying to use this up for the last few years, but like no matter how much I use it, I can't use it up. I've got this Kylie Jenner palette. I bought a bunch of palettes off one of my friends, and this was one of them. So I don't actually, I don't support Kylie. I don't support the Kardashians. I will never give the Kardashians any sort of money that I earn. I do have the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, but I actually bought this off of another friend because she bought it and realized that she doesn't like bright colors. So I bought it from her, and this is what I use. This is like one of my only palettes. It doesn't look insanely dirty. I'm not gonna lie, these are like amazing colors and they are beautiful. But again, Jeffree Star, I personally just do not want to support him. I will never be sending my money directly to Jeffree. I was gifted this for my birthday a few years ago. This is the Chi Chi Highlighting and Contouring Palette. So it comes with instructions and then all of the colors. These are fantastic, except all of these bronzer colors are pretty much all contour shades. I used to bronze with this color all the time, and now it used to look, you know, once I actually got outside or at work and I looked in the mirror, this color was like, you know, it's like I've bronzed with a contouring shade, but I'm not super into contouring and that sort of thing, but the occasional time I want to, this is the palette that I use. So I do have 4 of these little Smashbox palettes. What are these even called? The Smashbox Cover Shop palettes. These are amazing. These are beautiful. I highly, highly recommend them. I've got Punked, which is like the cool toned one. I've got Minimalist, which is really beautiful for just like everyday wear. I've got the Golden Hour, which again is very nice for just everyday wear. It's mainly shimmery colors, so I do combine, you know, some of these other palettes. And then this one is just the matte palette, which again is really nice. So I tend to combine some of the other palettes with this one because it's all matte shades, but these are beautiful. This is Marc Jacobs in Cherrific. It's one of the only palettes I still leave the little slip in. This is absolutely beautiful, wonderful. I'm not even sure what this palette is called. This is just says Tarte eyeshadow palette. This came with a kit, so this came with a mascara. It came with this palette. It came with my mini shape tape. concealer. So there was a few things this came with, so I didn't actually buy this myself, but if I just want some muted tones, this is beautiful. I refuse to almost get rid of all of my high-end stuff. This is pretty much like the bright colored palette I go with. So it's the Makeup Revolution Tammy X palette, and this is beautiful. It's got all shimmery shades on this row, and then the other two are matte. And yes, my yellow has made a mess up the top, but this is beautiful. This is like my go-to, and this has had a lot of use. Now in the back, I've got just this mini Fenty palette that, again, that came with like a mascara and something else, so it's a little tiny one. I've got the Tarteist Pro To Go. This was also something I purchased from a friend. This is my go-to travel palette, and pretty much my go-to palette when I want colors that look amazing with my eyes. I can't tell you how much I've used this. Like, I've used this palette for dates, I've used it for work, I have used this for everything. This is a NARS holiday palette. This is called the Inferno palette. This is beautiful. Doesn't get a whole lot of use, but it is fantastic when I do. And then I've got 3 more ColourPop palettes. I got the ColourPop Disney Villains Misunderstood, the ColourPop Dream Street from Kathleen Lights, and the ColourPop Zodiac. So at one point I was into collecting stuff that YouTubers made. Kathleen Lights was like one of the only people that I ever actually watched, but I've got them, but I'm not repurchasing things. I do have 2 Huda Beauty, what are they called? Little palettes. I've got the mauve one and the coral. The coral one I use more in the summer because it's just like super bright colors. This mauve one, again, like that little Tarteist palette, this color selection looks absolutely amazing on my green eyes. So I often will just wear a little tiny mix of this color, and this color when I go to work, and it looks amazing. After that, I've got 3 more little ColourPop palettes. ColourPop at one point was like the only brand I was buying. Smoke Show, which is pretty much my go-to smoky palette. Aha Honey, which is yellow and wonderful. And Baby Got Peach, which is beautiful, like peach, wonderful, like amazing colors. Then I've got this I Heart Revolution little chocolate, it's called Sour Cherry. There was all of this like whole like Christmas bauble filled with all stuff from this. It was like whenever all the cherry stuff was out, chocolate cherry, that sort of thing. It was a Christmas promo. I believe it did have a really large palette, but I gave that to someone else. But it's got this little tiny palette, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I use this palette for the orange, the yellow, this color here, and the brown. I don't really use the colors at the top. This ColourPop Ornate palette, I didn't really specifically buy this, but one time I needed to add something to get shipping or something like that, because to try and buy ColourPop stuff to get to Australia takes forever. It takes like, I've had it take anywhere from like 3 to 5 weeks, and the stuff really isn't that cheap. Then I've got these 3 palettes. These are one of the best things I have ever purchased in my entire life. These are beautiful. They came as a set, and I'm not kidding, they were on like this heavy clearance because the box was damaged, and I'm pretty sure I got this set of 3 for like $35, which, considering the amount of use these have had, is amazing. So this one's got the Tartelette Little Toasted palette, which is all warm tones. This one, Tartelette Little Bloom. I know they've got these palettes in full sizes as well, but the Little Bloom one is a little bit lighter, but still beautiful colors. I often combine this one and the toasted one. And then this is the Tartelette Little Juicy. I don't use this one as much because it's all pink and purples, but I don't know why, because these colors look amazing on my eyes. So this drawer has just got my other few palettes in it, my, what's it called, my false eyelashes, my 2 sprays, and then the rest of my lip products. Eventually I want all of this condensed down to only a couple of lipsticks. You know, some of these things just should be put away, not even used anymore. Okay, so I just move forward, and I promise I'm wearing pants. I have white shorts on, but my shirt is very large. So I do have this Australis contour kit. I had an original one years and years ago, but I used it up / dropped it. But this is the other one that I have. Again, I'm not super into contouring. I don't really get why I got this, but... And guess what? I just dropped it. Let's see what the damage is, because there's powder everywhere. Oh, yep, both highlighters shattered. Yep, okay, that's going in the bin, because to be honest, I haven't actually used this in years. I've got this Harry Potter eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I've got this. I literally have never used it. This is from the brand Hot Topic. I bought it at Target because this was bought out at the same time that Colourpop bought out their Harry Potter collection. And I just did not have the money to be spending that amount of money on Colourpop stuff, because I don't know, you know, trying to convert things to Australian money makes things so expensive. Like, colours in this are so hodgepodge jumbled. To me, it makes no sense at all. I actually have never used it, so I'm going to donate that one actually. This is a palette I love, and I know a lot of people were trying this and it's like saying it was a huge disappointment and whatever. The packaging is beautiful. The only thing I have to say is this is like a huge palette for just the few eyeshadows that are in here. But this is the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. I got this on a huge clearance at Sephora. So one year I got a massive amount of money for Christmas, and I went to a shopping center that was around the corner from my work and went to Sephora and Mecca Maxima and shopped all of their clearance things. So that's how I have a lot of these expensive things, like the Marc Jacobs things and that sort of thing. They had heaps of these. Like, this was like $25, which is unheard of. And I will say, I don't use this a huge amount, but when I do, this is beautiful. I haven't used a whole lot of these cool tones, but all the warm tones and the golds are beautiful. Then my last few palettes are all of these Anastasia, whatever you want to call it. Anastasia is how I was taught. This is the Self-Made palette, which again I bought at the same time as my Kat Von D. I've had this for years and years, but this brings back some memories. I honestly should start and do this. I sort of do like a 10 uses thing, so I'll grab one palette and I'll use this for like 2 weeks, and then I'll put it back and grab another one. So that's what I'm doing now, to try and use up some of these things. I've also got the Carly Bybel one. Now these are beautiful, but I had an issue with these completely over blending. Like, they looked really weird. Every look I tried with this just sort of blended into nothing. But I have to admit, I haven't touched this or even used this since I got my new brushes. So I'm hoping my new brushes are good, because I had an issue with the Colourpop Dream Street palette and a couple of the Kathleen Lights eyeshadow palettes where things just weren't blending at all. So I'm hoping that, seeing as they were fixed, I'm hoping that my like newer brushes fixes this, because these are like beautiful colors. But yeah, this one, it was like completely over blending into just nothing, which was really weird. This is like literally one of the most amazing palettes ever. So I'm looking at like the viewfinder of my camera, and I don't think it's even like doing this justice. This is like the most amazing neon pink ever. But this is the Alyssa Edwards palette. Now this is beautiful. To me, this is perfection. The colors are perfection. This brown here is incredible, but these colors look amazing. Even the pinks look really nice on me. And this is one of those palettes I sort of forgot I had. I apologize if it looks really dirty, but that sort of suede material like gathers all the dust. So this is the Anastasia Prism palette. And when I first got this, I stopped using it after a while because I had like no inspiration. I really only had like 2 looks that I used to use with this palette. It's really dirty too, I apologize. This color and this color are like almost cream eyeshadows. I'm really sorry if you can hear the birds, they're very loud. Then I do have some of my falsies. I've got a pair of Ardell Wispies. I'm pretty sure I've had these in my makeup collection for like 6+ years, but I actually am going to wear these to a concert when I go to in January, because they're the ones I want. These are my favorite lashes. I buy all the rest of my lashes off of Wish because they're actually fantastic. You can get like 5 of these pairs for like $2, and the bands are really thin. So these little ones are actually my favorite. I don't know what they're called. It's been years since I've purchased these because I just don't wear lashes much anymore. But these little ones were my favorite. And then I've got these ones which are a bit more dramatic, and then these ones which are like even fluffier again. Now the last thing is just my lip products. So this is mainly just lipsticks. I've got 2 Anastasia products I actually found the other day, which are beautiful. So I found these at TK Maxx. Now there's a security seal on this end. They also do put security seals on the other ends as well, so people like can't open things, but they remove them when you buy them. Yeah, so these were not that expensive. This was $16.99, so that's not bad. So this is the lip gloss in the color Soft Pink, and I didn't have like a pinky gloss, so that is perfect. And then there's this one, which is the matte lipstick in the color Sugar Plum. This I have zero use for. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint in the color Unbutton. This is a beautiful formula. I wish I had the red one. I wish I didn't buy this color. This is supposed to be, and by the looks online, this is supposed to be like the really nice nude. This is so orange on me. I might as well just put like an orange lip paint on. Like, this is horrendous. I can't use anything that makes it look nice. It's so orange. So I'm just sort of keeping it till I get sick of it. This is my favorite lipstick ever. This is my favorite formula ever. And by the time a lot of these are used up or empty or just thrown out, I'm hoping to be able to buy some of these. So these are this is the Too Faced, like the peach, what is it, like the peach soft matte. And this is in the color Sunday Funday. This is legit like my favorite lipstick ever. A cheaper alternative is this Lacura Beauty Mineral Lipstick. They bring out these things like sort of every year. This is an Aldi brand, and I bought this color for the first time a few years ago because I did need a nude color before I bought that. This is like a glossy version, but they smell like peppermint, but this also is like the most amazing color. This is perfect. I liked it that much upon wearing it. My mum went and actually bought me a second one. I have 3 ColourPop lippy sticks. I've got Cookie, I've got Dream, Cookie's matte, Dream is a cream, and I do have the color Aquarius, which again was Kathleen Light's color. I like these, I like the formula, but I will be using them up, and once they're gone, I won't be repurchasing them really because ColourPop is so difficult to get here. I have one super bright pink gloss. This is a Marc Jacobs gloss in the color Cherry Moon. I use this sometimes just when I'm filming because I just want a different color. And I do only have a very few couple of these NYX Liquid Suede glosses left, liquid suede things. Now I'm going to go through what's in this drawer. So this is pretty much all of my face makeup. Some of these things are nearly empty, as you can see by this blush and this like Too Faced chocolate bronzer, that's nearly empty. All of this stuff I actually hardly use anymore. I don't wear face makeup a whole lot unless like when it was my sister's 21st, if I'm actually going out on a date. Every now and then I do, but my face has been very irritated and breaking out quite a bit over the last, I don't know, a few months. So I don't wear a whole lot of face makeup because you know, it's irritating. I don't need it. My face is just so oily. But after condensing down all the stuff that I have, this is what is left. Most of this is pretty much bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. I've got this Kylie Gold highlighter, which I actually love. I will be keeping this. Some of these things I want to get some use out of before I throw them out, if you know what I mean. This Mode blush is pretty much the only blush I have. It's in the color Cupid. This was like $3. I bought it at like the supermarket or something. This is like the best thing I've ever used. Again, I got this Too Faced Milk Chocolate Solo Bronzer. You can tell by the packaging this is so old. I'm pretty sure I bought this in like 2015 or something, but that's nearly empty. I've got this e.l.f. highlighter. This is really nice. It's called White Gold. Only problem is it is like really chunky, glittery. So this is one I may get rid of because, yeah, I just don't use it that much. This is my favorite blush. This is my MAC blush in Peaches, and I've used this so much. I'm honestly surprised like there's not a huge dent in it and that I haven't hit the pan on it. I bought this again in like 2015, so it's honestly probably nearly on its way out. Diffuse Light is the one I can wear now. This one is the color Dim Light, and I can't use this now. It's too dark. This goes too dark, but I've been sitting out in the sun a bit more, so I'm hoping I can tan enough to use this. My stuff is so dirty. I should have cleaned this before. This is the e.l.f. Fiji blush and bronzer duo. I keep this because in case I ever travel somewhere, this is what I would take. And then you can see I've still got my Hourglass blushes. These, honestly, I should probably get a box for like my sentimental things and put it somewhere else. Because like these Hourglass blushes, they're beautiful, but they're super glowy. Like there's a highlighter in them as well, and I just don't wear glowy blushes anymore. But then I've got my two Becca highlighters. Again, Champagne Pop I don't use, but it's beautiful. I use it sometimes as an eyeshadow, or when I'm dark. I've got Pearl. Then I've got the e.l.f. bronzer. This is beautiful. This Australis blush. Out of any blush I own, this is the blush I honestly will repurchase and just keep buying for the time being. This is like my ultimate color. It's like a pink with a peachy strawberry color to it. It's actually scented when everything was coming out scented, but this is beautiful. I love this blush, and I actually have the Sweet Chocolate bronzer to match it, which is pretty much a dupe of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, which I will buy the Australis one instead. Then I've just got some foundations and some primers, not many because I need new ones, but I'm trying to use these up. This is the OXX Bloom Color Perfecting Foundation. This is a really light coverage and I love it. This color's really nice. It looks beautiful on my face. Only thing is, because it's not fully matte, it doesn't wear that well, which is why I still have this. I bought this Makeup Forever Velvet Matte Skin foundation from TK Maxx ages ago. This is in the color Y215. Now I think this is too pale for even me, but when I put this on, this makes my face look so dry and cakey and like not thick, but it just makes my face look so dry, and I think it's because this is like too pale, so it's accentuating all my texture. Anyway, what I do is, because this is also super pale, I will get these and mix them together. It'll add a little bit of coverage to this, but make it a lot more matte, so it actually wears longer. And this will add the moisture back to this one, and it's a good combo. So sometimes I wear this on its own when I want lighter coverage, but if I want heavier coverage, I'll mix the two together. And then I tried one of these, like Power Grip primers. So this one's got niacinamide in it. My skin loves niacinamide. I'm actually very impressed with this. Very, very impressed with how this actually keeps my makeup on my face. I just bought the OXX one to test out to see if I like this idea, because people have told me these are super sticky, and so I just wanted to see if I like the idea. I may try the e.l.f. one next time, but yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how this does actually keep my makeup on my face. Very, very happy with it. And then I do have the Cover FX Natural Finish Foundation. This looks beautiful on my face. This is the color N10. This is the most perfect color I've ever had, and this looks beautiful. However, it does not wear very long at all. Like, I'm not even kidding. If I was just going for a job interview, or just duck into the shops really quickly, or just filming a video, that'd be okay. But if I want to get, like, let's just say like 4 hours plus wear, I cannot wear this foundation. This does not wear very long. So what I do, same as the other foundation, I grab the Makeup Forever and mix them together, because these were so expensive, but they look beautiful mixed together as well. But yeah, right now this is basically my full coverage combo, because I'm just not getting rid of these. I'm not going to go out and buy something while I can just mix these two together, but I'm not impressed with these on their own, and I will not buy them again. But for now, just trying to use things up so I can start. Eventually, I want all my face makeup to fit in here, a little bit of lip products, and then some eyeshadow palettes. That's basically what I want. Eventually I may get the craps with a lot of this and just throw it all out. Like these powders, I don't use. Like this Maybelline powder makes my foundation go so dark and orange, but pretty much I've got to wait till after Christmas. My car's just had a massive service, and then Christmas gifts and everything. So once Christmas is over, I can then start and just purchase some stuff I like more. Okay guys, so that was my makeup collection. I apologize for not showing my face, but again, you guys don't need to see it. You guys don't need to see me in this state right now. I washed my hair and then I got rained on 2 days in a row, so my hair is really gross. You know what it is. You know that time where you just don't want to be seen. That's why I did my nails today, because I just wanted to feel a little bit nicer about everything. But yeah, so that was my makeup collection. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. It's probably not going to stay the same as this eventually. I want to, you know, I want to buy all new furniture and things like that. I've got a plan for what I want to happen in here, but it's going to be a slow process. But I hope to use up a lot of this over the next few months. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Links for everything will be down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.